Hi everyone. Today we'll be seeing about data representation in computers. So basically what is data? Data is nothing but a piece of information. So data and instructions cannot be entered and processed directly into a computer using human language. So any type of data, it may be numbers, letters, any special symbols and pictures must first be converted into a machine readable form, that is binary form. So, uh, how the computer is converting our data into a machine language? We will go into a detail about it. So, data representation here refers to the methods used internally to represent information stored in a computer. So, computer stores lots of different type of data. Can be numbers, text, graphs, animations, videos, etc. So, all types of information stored in a computer are stored internally in the simple format, like a sequence of zeros and ones. So, computers use numeric codes to represent all the information they store. The code used by computers are based on the binary number system, that is base 2, instead of the most familiar decimal number system. So, here in the data representation, we are having bits and bytes. So to perform a limited repetition of procedures, a computer needs to convert the information which we give into a digital language. It understands, convert our language into bits and bytes. That is the computer's digital language that stores, communicates, and processes before converting the results back into a language. So the smallest unit is the bit here. So, a contraction of more descriptive phrase binary digit. A bit is a single element in the computer that, like light bulb, has only two possible states. That is, one indicates on and zero indicates off. So, to convey more information, uh, bits are organized into larger units called bytes. The basic unit of information in a computer system, each byte contains 8 bits. So, since each of 8 bits has two states on or off, the total amount of information that can be converted by a byte is 2 power 8. That is, we can have 256 possible combination of bytes. Okay. So computers use fixed number of bits to represent a piece of information, which could be a number, character, anything. So an n-bit storage location can represent 2 power n distinct entities. So in the data representation, we are having bits and bytes. A bit is nothing but a value of either 0 or 1. A byte is nothing but a combination of 8 bits. So a single bit consists of a 2 power 8 bits. Now, generally, in a number system, that is used to define any magnitude of the quantity. So, before going to the conversion of between various number systems, so we are having different kinds of number systems. Those are binary, decimal, hexadecimal, and octal. There are many different types, but these four are basic number system which we'll be learning today. So, a binary number system is used in a data communication. Decimal number system that we will be using, humans will be using decimal number system. When we give an input something like any number like 2, 3 something, that will convert into a binary number system. That is where conversion is taking place. Okay. Before going into it, let's know what is base here. Base is nothing but it represents a value representing a number system. It practically defines the number of digits or words or letters used in a number system. So we are having a formula here. So we are having a formula here, that is 0 to r minus 1. So in binary we are having a base 2, that is r equals to 2. So now here 0 to r is what? 2. 2 minus 1, that is equals to 1. So in the binary we are having 0 and 1, right? So the number of digits used here is 0 to 1, that is 0 and 1. Now in decimal means a base 10. So here base 10 represents r. So r value is nothing but 10. So it represents value from 0 to r minus 1, that is 0 to 10 minus 1, that is equals to 9, 0 to 9. So the number of digits used here is 0 to 9. In hexadecimal represents r equals to 16. Now here 0 to r equals r minus 1, that is 0 to 16 minus 1. So here 0 to 15 numbers will be using in a hexadecimal. In octal represents base 8, that is 0 to 8 minus 1, that is 7. 0 to 7 numbers will be using in a octal. Okay. So let's quickly go what is a decimal number system. In this decimal number system, each of the 10 digits from 0 to 9 represents certain quantity. So the position of each digit is a decimal number indicates the magnitude of the quantity represented and can be assigned a weight. The weights for the whole numbers are positive powers of 10 that increases from right to left beginning with 10 power 0. 10 power 0 is nothing but 1. For fraction numbers, the weights are negative powers of 10 that decreases from left to right, that is beginning with 10 power minus 1. So the value of a decimal number is a sum of digits after each digit has been multiplied by its weights as the following example. Let's see one example here. So the first example is express the decimal number 87 as the sum of the values of each digit. So the digit has 8 has a weight of 10, so which is 10 as indicated by its position. So 8 is so 7 is in ones place and 8 is in tens place. So basically the weight of 8 is 10 and weight of 7 is 1. So which indicates 10 power 0. That means 10 power 0 is nothing but 1. So now 8 into 10 power 1 plus 8 into 10 power 1 plus 7 into 10 power 0 equals to 8 into 10 power 1 is 10 plus 7 into 1. Nothing but gives you a 8 into 10 is 80 plus 7. That gives you a 87. That gives you a decimal number. Second question is 725.47. Now here we are having a decimal point here. So before decimal numbers we will be having positive powers. After decimal numbers we will be having a negative powers. So 10 okay 5 into 10 power 0, 2 into 10 power 1, 7 into 10 power 2 plus after decimal number will start from left to right will be in an increasing order, that is 4 into 10 power minus 1, 5 into 10 power minus 2 which will gives you a have 700, 7 into 10 power 2 that is 700, 2 into 10 that is 20, 5 into 10 that is 5 into 1 that is 1 plus 4 into 4 by 10 that is 0.4, 5 by 100 that is 0.05 which gives you answer 725.75. Okay. Now binary numbers. Binary number system is less complicated than a decimal number system because it has only two digits. It is a base 2 system. So the two binary digits are 1 and 0. Binary number system is less complicated because it is the simplest kind of number system that uses only two digits, that is 0 and 1. So by using these digits, computational problems can be solved by machines because in digital electronics, a transistor is used in two states, that is can be represented as 0 state and 1 state. Okay. So the position of a 1 or a 0 in a binary number indicates its weight or a value within a number, just as the position of a decimal digit determines the value of that digit. So the weight in a binary numbers are based on a power of 2 as 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 power 2, so on. If at all it is in decimal, then it will be increasing from left to right, that is 2 power minus 1, 2 power minus 2, so on. So with 4 digit position, we can count from 0 to 15. In general, with n bits, we can count up to number equal to 2 power minus 1. So the largest decimal number here is 2 power n minus 1. A binary number is a weighted number. So the rightmost bit in the least significant bit is in binary number. Whole number has a weight of 2 power 0, that is equals to 1. So the weight increases from right to left by a power of 2 for each bit. The leftmost bit is the most significant bit, that is MSB. Its weight depends on the size of the binary number. So here we are having a decimal numbers that we will be using in our daily life, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, so on till 15. And these decimal numbers are which will be converted into a binary numbers. So that suppose if you are having 4, what is the binary digit of 4, that is 0, 1, 0, 0. That is how we'll be having a, for each decimal number will be having a each 4 bit of binary numbers. Now we'll start a conversion. Now we'll be converting from binary to a decimal number system. So the decimal value of a binary number can be found by adding the weights of all bits. Let's see the example of a binary whole number to a decimal number system. So we are having a binary number, that is 101101. So for each digit we will be having a 2 power n. So we'll be assigning, we'll be assigning 101101 to 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 power 2, 2 power 3, so on. Like that, suppose 01101, 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 power 2, 2 power 3, 2 power 4, 2 power 5. Now, whichever we are having 0, this will be discarded. Okay. Now, what we have to sum up other values, whichever we are having ones, we have to sum up these values. So, 2 power 0 is 1 plus 2 power 2 is 4 plus 2 power 3 is 8 plus 2 power 5 is 32. Summing up these values will give a value of 45. Understood? Now, converting decimal to a binary number system. One way to find out the number system that is equivalent to a given decimal number is to determine the set of binary weights whose sum is equal to the decimal number. So, for example, number 9 can be expressed as a sum of binary weights like 9 equals to 8 plus 1, 9 equals to 2 cube plus 2 power 0, so on. There are uh, many different types can be some can give a number 9. So placing ones in the appropriate weights position, 2 cube and 2 power 0, and zeros is in the 2 power square, and 2 power 1 position determines the binary number for a decimal 9. So here 2 power 2 power 0 gives you 1, 2 power 1 this will be discarded, this will be discarded, and this will be also discarded. So 2 cube is 8 and 2 power 0 is 12. That gives you a number 9. Now hexadecimals. Hexadecimal is a term that describes a base 16 number system. An hexadecimal consists of 16 single digit numbers, that is 0 to 9. So, Hexadecimal number system has 16 digits and is used primarily as a compact way of displaying or writing binary numbers because it is very easy to convert between binary and hexadecimal. Long binary numbers are difficult to read and write because it is easy to drop or transpose a bit. Hexadecimal is widely used in a computer and microprocessor applications. The hexadecimal system has a base of 16. As I already told you, hexadecimal means base is 16. It is composed of 16 digits and alphabetic characters. I'll tell you what are alphabetic characters used. The maximum 3-digit hexadecimal number is FFF or decimal 4095, and maximum of 4-digit hexadecimal number is FFFF or decimal number 65.535. So I'll tell you. So the decimal number 0 to 15 here, it is converted to a binary format and it is also converted to hexadecimal. Here in hexadecimal, this part is converted to a alphabetic characters. So A is represented as 10, B is represented as 11, C is represented as 12, and D is represented as 13, E is represented as 14, and F is represented as 15 in an hexadecimal number system. Now, binary to hexadecimal conversion. Simply break the binary numbers into a 4-bit groups, starting at the rightmost bit and replace each 4 bit with a equivalent hexadecimal symbol. So, for example, we are having a decimal number system which will be converted into a binary. Sorry, we will convert binary number to a hexadecimal. So, we will be grouping all these binary numbers into a group of 4, and we will be grouping all 4 group of binary numbers. So this will represent as in decimal 7, this represented as 5 in decimal, and this is represented as 10, that is A. Okay, and this is represented as C. Now keeping together all these value gives you a decimal number system, that is CA57. Okay, now hexadecimal to a decimal conversion means 16 decimal to a 10 decimal number system. So one way to find out the decimal equivalent to hexadecimal number is to first convert the hexadecimal number to a binary, then convert it from binary to decimal. So we will convert hexadecimal, that is 1C, 1 and C. So what is the value of binary format of 1, that is 0001, and binary value of C, that is 1100. C is nothing but 12. So summing up all this. Now after this we will be assigning 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 power 2, so on, 2 power 4, so on. After this we will be adding those values and we will be getting a value of 28. Got it? Now converting decimal to hexadecimal. Repeated division of a decimal number system by 16 will produce the equivalent hexadecimal number, formed by the remainders of the divisions. So the first remainder produced is the least significant digit, that is LSD. Each successive division by 16 yields a remainder that becomes a digit in the equivalent hexadecimal. When a quotient has a fraction part, the fraction part is multiplied by the divisor to get the remainder. Here, converting decimal number 650 to a hexadecimal by repeated division by 16. So we will be converting 650 to a hexadecimal by dividing with 16. So 650 is divided by 16 gives you a 40.625, and this 0.625 will be again multiplied with a 16. That gives you a value 10. That means A. Now again 40 is divided by 16. That gives you 2.5. Here again 0.5 is multiplied with 16. If at all that is a decimal number, we will be dividing with a 16. If at all it is a point number, we will be multiplying with a 16. Now 0.5 into 16 gives you 8. Then this 2 will be divided again with a 16. That gives you 0.125. That 0.125 will be multiplied by 16, which gives you 2. Now we will be taking this format, that is 2, 8, 8. That is 2, 8 and 10. 10 is represented with an A. So the value of decimal number 650 will give a value of 28A in a hexadecimal format. Okay. Now octal numbers. Octal means it's a base 8. Octal is a term that describes a base 8 number system. An octal number system consists of 8 single digits, that is 0 to 7, and it requires only 3 bits. So like hexadecimal system, the octal system provides a convenient way to express binary numbers and codes. However, it is used less frequently than hexadecimal in conjunction with computers and microprocessors to express the binary quantities for input and output purposes. So the octal system is composed of 8 digits, which are 0 to 7. To count above 7, begin another column and start over. So on. Counting in octal is similar to counting in decimal, except that digits 8 and 9 are not used here. Octal to decimal conversion. Since the octal number system has a base of 8, each successive digit position in an increasing power of 8, beginning in the rightmost column with 8 power 0. So the evaluation of an octal number in terms of its decimal equivalent is accomplished by multiplying each digit by its weight and summing the products. So let's convert an octal number, that is 2374, in a decimal number. So we are having a octal number, that is 2374. Now we will be assigning 8 power 0, 8 power 1, 8 power 2 and 8 power 3. We will be summing up all these values. Okay. These values will give an output of 1276, which is a decimal number. Now converting decimal to octal conversion. A method of converting a decimal number to an octal number is a repeated division by 8 method, which is similar to the method used in the conversion of decimal numbers to binary or to a hexadecimal. So let's convert the decimal number, that is 359, to a octal number. So each successive division by 8 gives you a remainder that becomes a digit in the equivalent octal number. So the first remainder generated in the least significant digit here is, that is 359 is divided by 8 will give you an answer 44.875. So now here again this 44 is again divided by 8 will give a 5.5. Before doing that, we have to multiply this 0.875 into 8, which gives you a 7. Again we have to divide 44 with an 8, which gives you a 5.5. Again this 0.5 is multiplied with an 8, which gives you 4. Now again 5 is divided by 8, which gives you 0.625. Again this 0.625 is multiplied with 8, which gives you 8, 5. So we'll go in a bottom to top, that will give a 5547. So the number 359 will give you a octal number of 4, 7. Okay. Now converting octal to binary conversions. Because each octal digit can be represented by a 3-bit binary number. So it is very easy to convert from octal to binary or octal to binary conversion. So octal digit here is 0, 1, 2, 3, 5 till 7. Binary. For each octal digit, we will be having a binary number that is in a binary format that are zeros and ones. So let's convert octal number that is 25 and 140. So what is a binary number of 2 that is 0, 1, 0? What is the binary value of 5 that is 1, 0, 1? Add these two together will give an answer 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. That is a value of 25 in a binary format. Now we will be converting 140 into a binary number. So we will be assigning each digit and converting that digit into a binary format. So the value of 1 into in a binary format is 001. Value of 4 in a binary format is 100 and value of 0 is 000. So write all together you will get an answer of 140, that is 001, 100 and 000. This gives you an output of 140 in a binary format. Now converting binary to octal conversions. So the conversion of a binary to an octal is the reverse of the octal to binary conversion. So we will convert a binary to a octal. We will pair up. What is an octal? It is a base 8. So what does it consist? It consists only 3 bits. So we will be pairing up. So we will be pairing up binary numbers into a group of 3 here. Okay. So 101 gives you a 5 and 110 gives you a number 6. Right together will give a 65. So the binary value for 110101 gives you a value of octal number that is 65. Again similarly same will be grouping up binary digits into a group of 3. We will be assigning those what is the decimal value of that binary number, then writing it together gives you a 7571. So this is what how conversions takes place in a computer system. So whatever input we give, whatever data we give, it may be words, characters, anything, those words, characters will be converted to a binary format that again will be converting into a human readable format. So the computer only understands binary, that is zeros and ones.